a necessity from my point of view. I think if it gets to Inferno and they've already lost the first map of the series, it could be a real tough one for them. But thoughts and feelings here, Charlie. Imperial? Are we thinking a dominant CT side? I feel like with the newer changes, the T side surely where difficulties could be seen.
Yeah, I think a highlight that probably after the pistol, there's already a lot of space being taken from the Ts down towards the lower site, up towards heaven. All the controls supposedly in the T side, but apparently not so much. Still, Cello tucked away, denies the bomb. Disadvantage still, though, are Imperial, so have to really battle their way out. And Cello buys Lonesome, has spotted out Mayan, but can't quite connect the bullets.
Yeah, Cello, he seems very isolated. No Way's been able to rotate down in time, which is so important. With Cello finding Freak, No Way can find Mayan. Obviously, we know the difficulties that could be seen. Nade of the smoke, Cello not spotting anything. Vinny's in an excellent position here. And with the contact taken from players towards outside from main, this is where Vinny can get a freebie. Flashbang coming over, Cello not been taken down as of yet. We will see try find one here towards outside. Vinny finally aggressing, caught off guard by Zoc, but he's got information of these final two as well. Tries just spotted here. It's found Freak. And 2 versus 4. The system in place here for Imperial is perfect. They've got a flank coming through from No Way. They've already got 2 players down towards Secret. No Way isn't pushing either, so might be an overlooked angle. And obviously Try can cut off anything that goes towards main, towards under heaven. There it is. No Way. He's got to find this kill. Freak found, and this is where the round already over. Imperial, a third surely to be seen. An excellent start to their CT side. Oh, the flashbang. Only Barning sure there. I'm sure he's going to be a little bit disappointed. Information about No Way. Zoc will still go down surely to the player top heart. There we have it. Yeah, obviously, look, we know that Try and No Way are going to be the 2 kind of heavy hitters here for Imperial. Not to say that players like Cello, like Sure, like Vinny can't have big moments, but we expect such big things from these 2 individuals. And the fact that No Way is having a really good performance so far and tries yet to have the AWP in hand, and No Way gets a triple spray, BT50 in hand will connect as well. He's up for the ace. Zoc's low HP. Imperial 5-4, but it's just the fact that Bounty Hunters, do they have the ability, do they have the individuals that can rival players like No Way? He's 10-0 currently. We're in the 4th round.
I mean, he's looking like he's on outrageously good form. And the thing is, I do think Bounty Hunters do have the players that can rival players like this. The issue is, look, right now we've only seen 6 kills in total. Second full buy of the game. An early utility towards outside. Having a couple of players looking behind it, but instantly Kaiser gets taken out of the round as Sure just spams through the smoke towards ramp and finds himself a kill. Without really anything being shown, already Bounty Hunters are a man disadvantage and have to try to battle their way out from a round like this. Outside is starting to be pressured a little bit more. Freak needs to be careful. Bam's not far off from Sure if he can find a second through the smoke, but in fact it's tried to do so. I'm feeling a little flat here from Bounty Hunters.
Cello. Looks as though, oh, Turtle's been able to find Cello there. Vinny's in a great position, but Turtle will finally fall. He gets 2 kills there. All it takes is just a 1 kill coming through. Freak sending a 1v1. He's got the bomb alongside. Vinny is just systematically switching between the 2 angles. Sadly for Freak, he is going to have to open this door and it will just give up the game plan straight away. And that's the issue of heading down towards B over the A-bomb site. And with 8 seconds remaining, stick of the bomb, Vinny can open the door. We'll be able to deny it in time as well, so no benefit for the bomb plant.
Nothing to do with the tech lines once again. They do have a decent bit of utility behind it, but starting to run slim as the smokes come down. The molly is going to delay, but Sure is waiting down here.
Yeah, look, it seems like Imperial have already got these little protocols, little gimmick plays in place to ensure control and victory possibility. Turtle will get the kill. Has to scurry his way back to retrieve the rifle, and in doing so, they've lost some control. Oh, nice idea, but we see Mine, in fact, find Cello. 3 versus 3 with a bomb down. A fair bit of space can be taken here. And tries on an AWP, retaking and some of the fights that he might have against a player like Kaiser is going to be difficult. especially with the elevated angles here. But Flashbang comes through. No one here to help out Kaiser. He's been spotted, but the Tech 9 in close range. We know what that can do. And Turtle finding a kill beforehand takes away the prong, or the second prong to this retake. Great find from Try, though, and now it's all on Turtle. He needs the quad kill for this round. He drops a smoke, in fact. It is going to be the stick of the bomb. Flashbang through the smoke, trying to deny. He will find. For some reason, it's the low HP rifle looking to stick the bomb, opposed to the full HP AWPer. A big mistake there from Imperial. A nice clutch from Turtle, but I wonder, why is it the low HP rifler looking to stick that bomb?
I mean, look, we said some of these synergies, some of these maybe clutch moments and retake attempts that can get a bit messy, a bit scrappy, and I think that's an example of it there. When time's ticking, you start to feel like your back's up against the wall, someone's got to get on that bomb, and it feels like, yeah, maybe just a bit of a indecision has cost him there. Cello caught out and all ready for that, as Zok and the rest of his team start to converge towards A, and it should be an easy second here from Bounty Hunters. Imperial certainly not going to walk away with Nuke. They're going to have to really battle for it.
Yeah, look, I'd forgive that clutch failure if it was kind of Sure and maybe Cello in that one, because might not have played with one another, completely different style of play. It was trying nowhere. These players, they've had kind of a year of experience, nearly 200 maps together. I think just little things like that shouldn't really be happening, especially you assume that these are the two top performers. These are kind of the two stars of this Imperial roster that would have been in countless of clutches together. Either way, though, Bounty Hunters not only getting the first with that Tech 9 investment, they double down, which is excellent. Really important for them as they can start to build this foundation on the T side of Nuke that I think feel like we amplify time and time again is so important. Just get yourself a couple rounds because we know how turbulent.
Imperial do have the guns out again. Utility is a bit light, but obviously if Imperial lose this round, Bounty Hunters can level this game up 5-5.
Ooh, Try will find one. Sure is spotted, but Turtle gets a freebie. No way finding, though. Peeks into the molly and finds the frag. Excellent there. Flashed off the angle is Try. Man advantage still seen here for Imperial. And a split approach from Bounty Hunters. Mine, he's going to take a risk. He's got the bomb. If No Way finds him here, the round should be over. But No Way disciplined, realizing he's got no teammates on the A bomb side. Vinny can find one. No Way finally peeking and finding Freak. And Mayan dealt with by Vinny. Imperial back to winning ways.
He'd like to be very mobile on this map. He's been in multiple different positions. Been towards Secret a couple of times as well, but it's not him to find the opening kill, it's Try on the AUWP. Vinny has a chance to get another outside. Teammate in No Way by his side as well, and it looks like they are going to try to force these T's at bay. And the util between Kaiser and Zok isn't actually enough to get down Secret. They're going to have to cross it blind, but in fact, Turtle from the back line somehow strikes.
He gets the timing there towards ramp, Mayan by his side. Obviously, this is the problem. Imperial leave a bit of a gap. Cello backs away. We saw this double rotation down towards Secret, but No Way gets a frag, and Cello now backing away. No Way doubles, so that's half the threat dealt with. Now it's the Heaven players. Great find from Turtle, though. Needs to double down, but No Way's the one, in fact, to find his third of the round and sure to rotate in. Gonna hurt the drop, and will find. Again, it's No Way. He's 16-4, Charlie. This is quarterfinals. Just jump spotting here. Vinny doesn't have, in fact, much util. I don't really know where all of it's gone, but great information now. Vinny, he's gonna get swarmed upon this. It's gonna be such a tough scenario to be in. So he's fixated here towards double doors. The problem is now control is gonna be a problem. Flashbang comes through, not actually blinded by it. Great openers from Turtle again. Turtle has been the lifeblood of this Bounty Hunter side. He has been the real difference making nearly every moment. Missed shot from Try, Kaiser capitalizes, Cello 1v5, and he won't even get the first. So Bounty Hunters, they deny that 9-3 kind of outstretched scoreline.
Let's see what they can show us here on this pistol.
Don't mind the idea from Imperial. They just drop kind of the drip smoke. They're going to flash their way round the corner. Cello looking to be fast. Almost made his way down Secret, and with Freak finding Cello, this is where Bounty Hunters, not only have they got the two-man advantage now, but they've got all this control of the map. I don't really know why Imperial have like 6 schools of thought. It's players looking to kind of stay systematic and keep themselves at arm's length towards outside. We then got 2 pushing down towards lockers, 2 pushing down towards Secret. It seems like there's just so many slit approaches, and
Try is able to cross before any peek does occur. Seemingly Vinny up against Zok. Contact's being made. The players starting to rotate in now. The CTs are going to swarm onto this bomb site. But he needs to find a kill quickly. And just the one.
Yeah, look, the CTs were always going to win that bounty hunters. We saw Try have a lot of impact with the big green, but it was really kind of a map of the riflers. It's kind of Turtle and No Way providing the goods. Smoke's landed now. Cello looking to be the tip of the spear towards outside, but we do see Kaiser finding here with the AWP. Certainly surprising. Here is Kaiser.
Yeah, hoping we get to see a little bit more out from him on the CT side. Not easy to AWP on the T side of Nuke. I think there's a lot of different avenues on the CT side where you can find opening kills. Don't get me wrong, it's not necessarily easy, but there are a lot of opportunities. So hopefully we're going to get to see a bit more from that, from the bounty hunters. AWP. Turtle aggressive here. Try just baits out the AWP shots, or the MP9 shots, sorry, make his position known. But Turtle is able to back away unscathed.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why the T's didn't swing there. Turtle's completely alone. Vinny is found here. No Way might look to reclaim this space. There is a flank from Mayan. Mayan, easy find for No Way. It's now a 3 versus 3 here. They've got a lot of work to deal with. They've just cleared out the vents, so they know that he's towards single door. The A bomb site is completely open. What a mid-round call here from Imperial. Ramp's still under the control of Sure as well, or No Way, sorry. So all they need to worry about is secret and vent. Turtle has slipped the net though. Great shot from No Way. He's just looking so crispy here.
I mean, that's the thing. There's no one really on Imperial that is stepping up to the same degree that a player like No Way is. So you, regardless, I think, what happened here on Nuke, I think there's always going to be a bit of a connotation of, if No Way wasn't playing to this degree, maybe Imperial might have lacked a bit of that oomph that it really feels like they've got on this map.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we're seeing some aggression through ramp here. Vinny shuts down the first. Vinny can't quite get the second. I like the change up that bounty hunter's attempt, but Vinny's just able to instantly remove the AWP. And Freak's forced to will that. He's been tagged down to 32 points of health himself.
Yeah, mine's rotated down, so is Freak. We're going to be out of timing here. Double doors have been opened, and that's been heard. Try is still towards top main. There's a flank from Turtle. Turtle's just holding disciplined here. We will get one. Doubles down. And now the T's are locked into secret. Great find from Freak. It's all from Turtle's space taking here.
Yeah, brilliant from him. And it should be an easy clean-up on the Sure. Freak with the retrieved AWP finds a double, and
they've got what? A molly, 2 flashes to try and maneuver their way into a round victory.
The position of Kaiser, though, is going to be so strong.
Fade. Oh, kill out opportunity, kind of.
And instead went on to find nothing. His time is looking really rough here. We'll be able to find one, and just like that, a quick flurry of CT kills will wipe out any chance. The side that is clear bounty hunters feel 10 times more comfortable on.
Zoc's in a perfect position. I doubt he even gets cleared. Well, was a little bit worried, but who cares? He doesn't need to be disciplined. Not only does he have a teammate in Turtle to keep him alive, but he's hitting the shots himself. Turtle now has surpassed No Way. Ooh, Vinny looking to creep here. Out of heart, we'll go 1 for 1. And No Way in a 1 versus 4. Bounty hunters to find 11. Money to be broken from Imperial.
Maybe sort of just bring it back to basics and see if something like that can work. Because slowing things down for Imperial, it feels like every round we're seeing like a 2-man advantage for bounty hunters, and they're just running away with things.
I love this. They've decided to wait out the clock and then look to hunt. All right, now it's at 0 seconds. They're going to look to fight aggressively. I guess for No Way.
Oh, I mean, it's definitely not happening, but it's even just positions like this. We've seen multiple players play. It just looks so easy for the CTs.
Yeah, far too simple. Try. Fluff in lines with the Tech 9. Util being sent out here now, and he's going to have to scurry his way back into hut. 4 to face, though. It's just the fact that even on these little half buys, you're questioning, if Imperial just rush ramp, just all 5 rush ramp, I'm expecting them to at least get 2 kills and maybe even a bomb plant. Albeit, they'll probably still lose the round, but... Oh, I see kills are coming through! Try and get 3 with the Tech 9! Zoc's in a 1 versus 1 now. What has just happened? Zoc's in a great position to find him, though. Try does get the jump. He fires the first bullet. How has that come down to a 1v1?
Oh, don't make me believe, Try. I thought the impossible was about to come through there. It did eventually get shut down, though. I mean, what a couple of kills we just witnessed there, but... Yeah, like you said, Zoc's positioning. But it all comes down to this. Round number 22. And Bounty Hunters, they've hit map point. But Cello with an opening kill feels like a rarity to see Imperial find one of these.
Charlie, was an 8-3 scoreline. It was 8-3 in favor of Imperial. Bounty Hunters now, they've got 3 opportunities to close out this first map and push to Inferno. Obviously, you mentioned... What is Turtle doing there? I respect the... the humor of that play, but that's all that I'll give to him. Mayan, though, he's been so active here on this CT side.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Kaiser there. Does get the tag, but just the tag is all it is. The bomb is still dropped here towards lobby. Freak does a lot of damage, but too many angles. And Cello peaks at the perfect time. 3k from him being really quiet this game, but sitting 4 kills before that round.
All these steps are going to be heard here from Zoc. We're going to have a double secret setup. Door's been open. Freak gets baited in massively because of it. Not only does he get a kill, but he gets a kill and a half, and Mayan can capitalize. Man advantage now for Bounty Hunters. They're 3 kills away from taking map 1. And Kaiser, he's taken up the space here. Zoc can cut off all rotations from outside. Look, I guess the real positive, I guess, Imperial, look, it's your opponent's map pick. It's one of the more tactical maps to fall. Vinny gets a freebie onto Turtle here. If they even do fall, as you said, they're moving to Inferno and Dust, which are very puggy maps. Great find from Mayan. After Vinny gets that kill, I don't really know how they don't just head up towards the A-bomb side. I don't know why we're seeing this conflict down towards B. They give up that opening pick. Flashbang into main. Vinny can turn from it. Molly as well towards Secret, or Squeaky, sorry. Vinny's in a great position. He spots them both and finds them too. And now Try should have an easy find onto Kaiser.
All come down to round number 24. Will this one go beyond that? We've seen him take up the position before, and he does find one, but the trades come through, and Kaiser falls to Sure.
Yeah, man advantage now for Imperial. They've got 35 seconds, though. Elevated position here for Freak. Might go unneeded. This is where there's got to be a bit of a gamble from Bounty Hunters. They have opted more for an A lean than B, and the amount of utility that's here, Sure's got a molly. Same with Try. They can just send these repetitively in vent. Vinny finding Freak. Vinny gets another. It's mine in a 1 versus 4. Overtime is all but confirmed. The next 40 seconds are a formality. Mayan, there's nothing he can do here. Imperial, from a team that seemed lifeless, a team that was scrambling for strategy on their T side, they pushed and take it the distance. Overtime required.
Yeah, it just goes for the speedy approach, taking all this space down towards the lower site. Control being smoked off. Freak behind the silo. Not going to be cleared. Has been spotted, but it's Cello's Mac 10 of all weapons. The push through the smoke is a bold play as the CTs try to punish, but Cello again with the weaker weapon.
You say the weaker weapon is against unhead armored opponents. All it takes is a stray bullet, and you can rip them out the server at certain ranges. I love it as well. Look, honestly, Cello's been really struggling with the rifles. He's been struggling with this systematic approach. Let's just go for the chaotic Mac 10. Get up in the face. Just be the menace that you know that you can be.
We're asking him to bring out the P19X.
maybe it's just taking a little bit of time to figure it out, but there's no point being fancy because it's not as though they can play off one another perfectly. It's not as though they've got all of these kind of things in place to deal with being disadvantaged. Just go for a fast play. But they go for the slower play, and now they're in that 3v5.
Yeah, I like the idea initially of what they were looking to do. Looked like they were trying to take outside with some speed, but slow down slightly. Zok taking a headshot there. Sure, pushing through this and will find the kill. Turtle rotating into the flame, so has to respect it for now.
Yeah, B-bomb site is open for the taking. Bounty hunters, they don't need to rush things here. Sure, we'll do a lot of damage to Turtle. Great information as well. Oh, I like the idea of the flash. No way being sent in. The flash not good though. Turtle's not actually there yet. And it's now a 1v3 for Try. We saw his 1v4 attempt with the Tech 9s come so close. The fact that the player from Ramp is an AWP could be difficult, but Turtle just going to take contact first. Mine spotted, okay. And Try surely needs to realize that Ramp could be a possibility. Realize Kaiser's there, he's heard the drop weapon. Kaiser not on his favored weapon, and Try's got perfect information. A 1 versus 3 for Imperial.
To dig them out of a tough spot and give themselves a 2-round lead here, going into the final round of their T side. But Freak will find the first, surely to be traded.
Kaiser's there, ready and waiting though, so advantage stays here with the CTs. Oh, okay. Well, I say the advantage is going to stay with them. Turtle caught off massively here. Mine is very much alone as well. Kaiser rotating in, being held. Try to have information of Mine. Not the best of shots from No Way, but smoke in main, molly in vent. They've locked off this kind of portion, and that's why Zok is maneuvering to heaven. I like the decision here, but No Way doubling. He's got 31 kills, Charlie. I know Turtle has stepped up in moments, but what a ridiculous game from No Way.
More ridiculous game in general from plenty of players here. Zok finally pushing out of heaven. He can take down Try. Look at the HP of these final two players. The Molotov will spread. Doesn't quite take down Try though somehow. And he's out in the open and still confined. Well, let's see if Bounty Hunters can somehow do the same as Imperial, winning all 3 rounds on this T side. I find it hard to believe, but it would be quite the storyline if they can muster it.
Great find from Turtle, getting on the score sheet early doors, taking down the heavy hitter of No Way. I was touched upon the fact that this is a bit of an extended 1v1 between these two. The ultimate game of chess. Utility sent here towards the A-bomb site. Oh, Cello with a double mine. What is that spray? Try rotating in to find one. Sure can deal with Zok. And Freak all alone in the 1v4. We had a heroic clutch from Try, but now Freak needs one third of reloads heard. 2 HP.
Counter-terrorists win.
It is done.
Just about it's done, but that is Imperial finding 16, and what a turnaround. Sort of as soon as they hit round number 21, it felt like we saw a different beast of Imperial entirely. Yeah, look, I think both teams needed a breather, needed a bit of an extended break. I think in particular, Bounty Hunters, the fact they weren't able to close out Nuke, that's going to really haunt them if they fail to convert Inferno now. Great call on the pistol, though, with a wrap through long. The smoke grenade blocking the vision of 2 players. No Way does find Freak, and a low HP player in mini bit. The jumping block doesn't quite connect. But he will eventually finish off Zok, and that is a 2-man advantage. And Bounty Hunters is probably not far off thinking, can we just save this armor at this point?
Yeah, well, Vinny, isolated, found by Mayan. We know how quickly these pistol rounds can spin, but Kaiser finding Try. It's a 3 versus 3 now. Still a fair bit of utility. If a flash is sent over short and apartments, it can work out quite nicely, but No Way gets another. He gets a 4th, and No Way is continuing the form from Nuke here to Inferno. He was 10-0 within 4 rounds. He's now 4-0 with the first.
Wants the ace, but no chance of it. Kaiser not giving that one up.
Terrorists win.
I don't know if that's necessarily a great game plan.
Maybe it'll take off. Maybe it's the new way to deal in these ecos.
Well, But even with a bit of a bonus round here, with certain weaker weapons in place, still an opening kill for Imperial. This is the first weapon round in possible Bandy, and the flashbang is perfectly timed, and Vinny's Mac 10 will connect. Vinny's Mac 10 gets a second, and the utility from Try is perfect. Job done in this one from Imperial.
Charlie, I think we're going to need to have some kind of podcast talking points, because I think we know that Inferno is the save simulator, and that's exactly what this round will be. It's just 2 quick kills towards B, obviously the casualty in middle. We're going to have about 30 seconds of talking time, and I guess we can really talk about how incredible Vinny is there. He just gets flashed in, gets a lovely double, closes and confirms the round. Obviously, Bounty Hunters might get a couple kills here to bolster up the finances.
A decent bit more than that. I mean, this was a round that if Imperial actually just didn't hunt, those Mac 10s that they had, those weak weapons, are free upgrades, and they start to have this extra money in bank. So all the money that they have right now on top of premium weapons, but instead losing all of these players, and you only take down one of the Bounty Hunters' saved weapons.
Look, even if all 5 of Imperial just look to sit on the bomb site, wait for it to kind of the round to finish, they'd be in a far better spot, and I don't think we would have seen Bounty Hunters invest anyway. There's no reason for it, no reason, no rhyme, but space taken here. Turtle, nice find, might look to go retrieve that rifle. Utility seen, Turtle gets another, okay. Can we show some respect to these 5-7s? Countless times we'll see them have this level of success, and especially towards a position like half wall. It's a 2-man advantage. I think, fortunately, they can just drop their smoke towards Moto, and Kaiser might be denied of said impact. Zoc will be spotted and found by Cello. No way. Looking to aggress. Kaiser's close by on the bomb site. Flashed off the angle, but Freak can get one. Take all this attention and time away. Kaiser can get another. 1v2.
Yeah, found himself in the 1v2. Paranoid that players have rotated it already, so while some of these bombs are actually down, the CTs are going to be hit. Turtle does have this AK towards Library for now. They know where Vinny resides.
Ooh, Vinny. After he got that first, there was a slight kind of delay in Turtle's peak.
And you got Inferno overpass, so it feels like every round you see the 5-man boost.
Well, look, we are going to be seeing a bit of a cheeky play. They're waiting to fade out the smoke. Mayan can strike, though the Mac 10 falling, and now the game plan fairly evident here. No way can find Turtle, but they're aware that Mayan is still in the action here, still needing to be dealt with and found. One for Kaiser can fall as well, and a 4 versus 2 now. Surely the CT's just forced the save.
Mayan here with that full belt, but other than his util, there's going to be limitations in terms of how long they can fight this for. Freak in the apartments, though, will find No Way. That is an opening kill. Drops the smoke to try to allow himself to retrieve that weapon. The 3 rifles on the flip side of Bounty Hunters. This might be the go call for the T's to try to look to exploit towards B, and a bit of a dodgy smoke.
Might be a dodgy smoke, but the kill was found through it. The way of the CTs, and although the nade of the smoke seemingly catches both of them out, it's again Turtle's 5-7 finding. Try hoping to connect the bullets, but it's Turtle again that finds. We could see 5 survivors here. This was just a half bite. Bit of a head scratcher here for Imperial, because the 2 rounds that they've seemingly lost on this first half have come from 5-7 success. Full buy versus full buy, Imperial, no problem, but the second there's some gimmick weapons and maybe some different style of play, that's where things look awkward, and 5 survivors there, kind of ridiculous. There's 30 seconds remaining. The smoke has been sent about 5-10 seconds ago from Bounty Hunters, so they've got no utility to defend. The Molly's going to force Mayan off. We have seen this rotation come through. Great utility here. They need to deal with a player towards Fountain. They should be aware of Mayan, but great find from Mayan. No way's looking to make his way through the back lines. They still need to deal with Mayan tucked away. But Vinny, great triple here. And the positioning of No Way, he can confirm that CT is clear. It is all safe, and the round will go the way of Imperial.
To a point where these saves feel necessary.
Nice find from Freak, traded by No Way though. Kaiser posted up here from long. Smoke thrown by Vinny. It's going to be the molly under balcony as well. Seemingly is where Mayan wanted to play from, and No Way's got this information now. Oh, Mayan with a missed movement. No Way searching for him. He's so aggressive that they will make their way out of apartments now. All for Kaiser. Caught off a little. Molly sent now towards Library. Going to keep Turtle a little bit at bay. 3 versus 3. Bomb yet to go down, and the missed smoke in Moto. Bit of an awkward one. Planting for Pit now. Good setup as well now the T's have. Oh, nade chipping away even further at players like Turtle, like Zoc. Boost above this smoke could work.
That does find that kill. They're aware that shirt is in the bomb site. He gets nothing. It's all on Vinny towards Grave. Hasn't been cleared, so he gets 2 for the price of 1. Clinches here as well. Has been spotted. The kill will come through, and there is time for the defuse.
Ooh. Yeah, here's a kid. I don't know what I'm oohing and ahhing about.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the patience there from Bounty. They don't try to force anything. They get the boost going and just wait to see if anything's given up. And as soon as they find the player towards Mini Pit there, they know that there's going to be one on the bomb site. Great find from Kaiser there. What a frag.
Kaiser looks a lot better here on Inferno.
Sure, doesn't quite take down Zoc.
Turtle doesn't have a gun.
This is really messy here from the CTs towards Top Banana. They are pushing through this. No Way does get found. Sure is here to get the trade at least. Kaiser is able to rotate in and get the shot off, but it doesn't connect. So the man disadvantage and the bomb down still with Freak towards A.
Just going to be the save again. Look, Bounty Hunters, the reason they've had kind of decent finances that they have kept players alive. They have looked to try and save as best as possible. It always creates for a bit more an exciting
to support his teammate, and in doing so just kind of gives up Banana and gives up the bomb site with them both going down.
So much damage hurt. Yeah, this is going to be really tough now. And Cello's looking to push through this smoke. He is being held. Has been found. Turtle pushing, can find Vinny, and from what seemed like a near perfect round for the T's with all that information they had, it's fallen very flat. No Way's going to look to take this space. A lot of damage here to Freak, to Zoc. The kills just weren't seen. Imperial, look, they had great information. I don't know why they don't just wait for No Way to activate. You don't need to be pushing through those mid-smokes. It's such a risk, and as we see, it just didn't pan out. We've now got this quad A setup. Kaiser just holding any lurks from CT spawn because the bomb's dropped. Sure might go on a bit of a recovery mission. Knife in hand, he has retrieved the bomb. Somehow he's been able to get out of there. Okay, sure we'll get one. No Way creeping on out, but found by Zoc. Just too many angles for No Way to have to think about. Sure can't find another, and it's all on try. It's a 1v4.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like they heard that 2 players were getting ticked by the mollies. They probably knew that they were low HP as well and thought, okay, let's just exploit towards middle while they're still in apartments, but just weren't ready for Turtle to be holding the angle. And his reposition after finding the initial player of Cello to moving around to find Vinny as well was really, really great from Turtle, because if he goes down, you've got 2 players, 1 bullet from death.
Obviously, without those first 3 rounds for Imperial, it's been that 4-4. We have had some kind of chopping and changing regarding round success, but they go into the crunch, they go into the meat grinder. They might be able to come out of it with a 1 versus 2 on the bomb, but Sure not quick enough. Freak's just going to drop the flash, of which Sure is in front of, and 1 HP in a dream. Bombs dropped. 7-5. That is what should be the case, unless if Mine has given away his position. Kaiser spotted. Oh, I love this. I love every single second of this. Just needs the first. Oh, but Mine finds him. Crosshair placement not good enough. Sat close holding for Apps. It's a great position for Try. Absolutely excellent. Utility's going to be coming down in a second. Steps heard in apartments. Cello still playing anti-flash. There's a flashbang that Kaiser's going to be sending in a matter of seconds, and here it is. Cello can get 1 and tries Julie's combine. They find 3, make it a 4. And, well, Bounty Hunters. Unfortunate, but
play it still like a standard round, burn utility. And then once you feel like it's all done, then you push in somewhere and hope it works. But yeah, really nice anti-eco there from Imperial. Kept the deep bit of their util alive as well. The MP9s get sent in to Vinny. Man is fully blinded, but as is everyone else. Sure, is one bullet from death. Just about escapes.
Yeah, Cello's looking to stick around here. Sure's going to send the flash. Timing looks good, but Turtle blinded. Because the flash comes through, he just holds mouse 1 because he's assuming there's a peek coming through, which obviously does happen. 5 versus 2 with a very short time period. Honestly, the banana take looks very, very kind of amateur. I don't love the fact that it's the MP9 throwing the util. I'd much prefer to see it Sure sending his teammates in. Maybe the MP9's looking to get right up in the face, but the return fire utility from Bounty Hunters was just good enough to keep Imperial guessing. Sure, he's got the utility lined up for Vinny. And he's going to send a flash of his own. Perfectly timed flash. Turtle not blinded by it. But obviously Vinny going 1 for 1. Not bad at all. Does leave Sure a little bit alone. Timing on the nade. Not great. Has been gifted utility. I believe there's another smoke and another Molotov for him to throw, which I always feel like is a great way to play Inferno. You just leave one defender here towards B, cycling through utility. Yes, it means that you probably got to take some space towards apartments, but util coming over. Sure. Needs to drop this molly soon, otherwise the T's can look to go through it. And here the util will be raining down. They blow open the smoke. The molly might actually be a bit too deep, yeah. The molly far too deep, so doesn't force the T's, doesn't hold them off. I don't even know what that was. I don't know why he's not playing from CT. There's more util for him to pick up.
And I think with it being a first series, I'll be honest, I don't really think any of the maps in this series have exactly gave done any favors for Sure or Cello. None of them really are maps where you kind of can just hug. And I think Dust 2 probably would be the only indication of maybe a looser playstyle for these guys now. But like I said, I think it's been a bit tricky for either of these guys to come in and really do a huge amount of work. Kaiser actually gets his second team kill, taking down Turtle. Sure buys lonesome towards B, will be able to find Mayan, but does get traded out instantly. Imperial again, very far away from the action.
They're quite slow on these rotates for Imperial, and the issue is, it's not as though this plays deep towards apartments or anything like that. Maybe they're just expecting a couple fakes to be seen here. Bounty Hunters still have quite a lot of utility. They've still got a Molotov that can be used for ruins, 3 flashes that can be sent as well. Speaking of util, though, there's so much for Imperial. There could be a molly in dark, a molly towards New Box. The Flames could be the real difference makers here, but seemingly not sending that util as of yet. And now there's just not enough time. They had, what, 2 smokes, 3 mollies, and HG grenade? I don't know why we're not just seeing a smoke towards Banana, a molly at New Box, and molly at Dark. But the issue is they don't feel they have enough time to set up that kind of trap and set up that. Yeah, this might offer a bit more stability here. Getting the AWP on the B bomb site. It is going to be this play through B from Bounty Hunters. Try. We'll get a freebie. Teammate can send the utility now. Try. Force back off the angle, but with the util sent here from Sure. Excellent. Sure might be overlooked, but the flash is excellent. And now Try gets one more before falling. Again, we see all this contact. We see this utility sent from Bounty Hunters. We see Try get the first kill. And there's still no control taken from Imperial. So they're having to kind of go for these 3v3 retakes without any control. This is just so tough. Cello will find Kaiser. The smoke can be thrown. There is an HE grenade on Cello to blow it open. Molly going to be thrown towards Dark. Smoke on the bomb, in fact. Great find from Zoc, though. Spots the other. Cello surely to fall. It's Freak finding. The lead now taking here from Bounty Hunters. Yeah, it seems like the difficulty of Nuke is we talk about how the rotations are tough, but I feel like the rotations is whenever you lose a pick, you look to kind of take that space back from a CT standpoint. Yeah, here in Inferno, they just lose a pick towards B and they feel like, oh, well, what if it's an A play? What if we get caught off guard? But not losing a pick in this round, Cello finds 1. Zok taking down Try, so it is this 4 versus 4. No way, he's ready for Zog, but needs to be a little bit more ready for the players pushing up onto the bomb site. He is so trapped, so torn between what angle to hold. And this surely should be the 11th foul now from Bounty Hunters. Honestly, it seems like Imperial have just kind of bought that Inferno CT side for dummies book, because it seems like there is no strategy, no game plan at all. They've just gone, well, most people play 3 towards A and 2 towards B, so we'll do that.
Yeah, but you see it again. It's like what I was saying a couple of rounds ago, where it feels like every execute we see from Bounty Hunters is towards a more undefended site. This round we have 3 towards B. Guess where Bounty Hunters hit? And as soon as Try goes down, you have just that one player on the bomb site torn between so many angles. Long's being taken, so the rotations can't easily come through. I mean, it's really good calling from Bounty Hunters, but it is a little easier, it feels like. No way here. There's going to be a lot of contact, and with a half HP MP9, he's got so much work to do. Gives his position up. Swing does come through, a couple of spams, but will be able to make his way onto the bomb site reasonably unharmed. 24 seconds, but it just feels like this heat are making this map feel really claustrophobic, but taking too much time perhaps.
And it's the one round that I feel like Bounty Hunters have kind of outgamed themselves. They've outplayed themselves by trying to be a bit too tactical. I literally just praised Bounty Hunters 5 seconds ago about playing the CS basics. Look, we'll go fast, we'll play together, we'll just win the trades.
One round in, it's still plenty of opportunities for both teams, but Imperial really need to shape up if they're the ones to take it.
Nice nade onto Vinny. Oh, he's going to get sent in. The timing could be perfect. 4 players blind here, but he only can find the first. Molly sent now. Sure, he's ready and waiting. He gets the first. In the Molotov, forced forward in Turtle. There is another Molly sent from the CTs. Sure, taking the aggressive approach. And for the first time in forever, Imperial, not only are they taking the fight, but they were hitting the shots. They're getting the utility lined up well. An aggressive standpoint. And now Vinny could just be left here. We're going to have this quad A setup. Imperial. Maybe it's just taking them a little bit of time to realize what they want to achieve. Missed shot from Try. No way, Pit will get one before falling. It is going to be this acceleration towards A. Try in a tough scenario, but he's got Cello alongside him. HE grenade to land towards Shore. Timing on it is perfect. So much damage dealt. And with the money being broken now for Bounty Hunters, Imperial are at 12 to 11 now. Apartments is being held by Try, so at least they've got some form of information. But here it is. Here it is. This is going to be the playthrough. V, but he gets 2 while blinded. Zok gets a team kill. It is a 5 versus 2. Bounty Hunters have gone from the ascendant position from the best scenario, winning 6 in a row on the T side, to being in a 1 versus 4 for survival. Kaiser surely to fall in a moment's notice. Imperial, from the most lifeless CT side I've seen, to the victory found. I'm out of words, I'm out of sorts. I don't know what to think, but Imperial